So, I went to a play last night.
Are you okay?
I've been avoiding shows since I stopped acting. I was a little afraid of how it would be.
And?
Elise, it was wonderful.
Great.
Being in an audience and just being in the audience. For the first time in 20 years, to be able to sit and watch a play like everyone else. Not stuck in your head thinking, how did that actor get cast? Or, God, this director has completely missed the point and ruined this play I love. Or, this set looks like it was built out of refrigerator boxes by unsupervised Cub Scouts. Especially if it was a show you went out for and didn't get, watching the actors who did and fixating on everything she's doing wrong, you'd have done better and getting madder and madder.
You didn't do any of that?
Never even crossed my mind.
Sounds like you got it out of your system.
Yeah.
How was the show?
The what? Oh, it was fine. The lead actress was really miscast.
Excuse me, Miss Pacheco.
Yes?
Are you sure?
I'm sorry, Ponta.
I told you!
Yesterday I told them Alexander Hamilton was basically white.
But then how did he rap so good?
You really should see it. I think you'd like it.
I'll try it, I'm just saying.
See what?
Avenue Q.
Oh, Avenue Q's great.
Ugh. Wow, Cassidy doesn't like Avenue Q? Shocker.
Why? Because it's provocative? That's not why. You guys think I am so uptight and churchy. I like fun. I love the producers. I like Spamalot. I saw Book of Mormon.
So your problem isn't with songs like The Internet is for Porn?
No. Actually, I just have some unresolved issues with puppets.
Wait, you don't like
I don't want to talk about it in this setting. That's what I have my pastor for. And my therapist, and pending litigation against Sesame Street Live.
Danilo was just saying he doesn't usually like musicals. I thought AQ might be a good gateway.
Oh, Early Miz!
Just listen to Hamilton once.
Did you know they have a whole class on Hamilton?
What?
History on the world stage. I'm hoping they offer it next semester.
Phantom's a great gateway musical.
My grandmother took me to Mamma Mia when I was about 10. That's probably why I'm here today.
You hear that same thing at so many Pride events.
I mean, I've seen musicals. They're just not really my thing.
I'm still trying to figure out how you ended up an actor at all.
Right? Yeah, it just sort of found me. I had to do this play for English class in high school, The Crucible, about these girls in Puritan times who accuse people of being witches, but it's actually about communism. You know, it's pretty cool.
I did that show in high school. It's an amazing play.
Yeah, I nailed 2 of the Puritan girls and took Tituba to prom, and I thought, hey, maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Anyone who's surprised, raise your hand so I can judge you.
I don't know if I want to focus on the stage or the screen in the long run, but there's a tradition of regular dudes doing really well in this business. You know, Brando, Nicolas Cage, that guy from Glee that OD'd, that's who I want to be. I mean, not Nicolas Cage so much.
All right, well, on the subject of tragic wastes, let's get started on our first new sketch. Did everybody read through the drugs piece in the old script?
Oh my gosh, yes, it was hilarious.
Okay. He's out of control.
How did it get so bad? I thought a drink or two at a party would be fine.
Now he's gotten into the nose candy.
That was 2 months ago. I hear he's hooked on horse.
What is horse?
It's like a horse tranquilizer.
No, I think that's mescaline.
Is that what they call crystal meth?
No, they call mescaline angel dust, which obviously I have a problem with.
Oh my God! Horse is heroin, ketamine is horse tranquilizer. So is PCP, which is also called angel dust. Mescaline is a natural psychedelic found in peyote.
Beth, is there something you would like to tell us?
Yes, watch a movie from the 80s or 90s sometime.
Okay, so the script is out of date. When you're directing
Lesson
this troupe in
zero,
20
Sid
years,
Nancy,
good
drugstore
luck
cowboy,
explaining
bright
bath
lights, big
salts.
city,
I think we should start
basketball
by
diaries,
identifying...
train spotting, kids, narc, rush, naked lunch, Scarface, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, The Doors, Bad Lieutenant, Clean and Sober, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Boogie Nights. Throw a rock in a blockbuster in 1992 and you'd hit a drug movie. Movies told us everything about drugs, what they were, where to get them, how to do them. It's exactly the type of cultural education all of you are lacking. I'm done now.
Blockbuster? Yeah, that stuff is serious. It's what my cousin's addicted to.
For real?
Yeah, he keeps going into treatment, but he's not getting any better.
Yukon, if you're comfortable talking about your experience with him as an addict, that might be a good starting place for a script.
Sure. We thought he was getting better. A few months ago, he told everybody he found Jesus.
Good. Religion can be a huge help in dealing with addiction.
But then he said Jesus told him to keep smoking crystal meth.
Boo.
Oh, so he found Meth Jesus.
Yes. It was meth Jesus.
Meth Jesus might be a good sketch.
I like that. Yeah, that's good. Gabby, put that on the board.
Okay, sorry. Just so I'm clear, every time I suggest Jesus, it's inappropriate, but meth Jesus goes right into the mix.
We should start wrapping up.
Oh, thank God. Who else needs a drink?
Funny. Thanks for reminding me. Pass these out.
What are these?
These are contracts. This just says that you guys commit to being drug and alcohol free during your time in the cautionary tailors.
What?
We've never had contracts before.
No, we have not. I'm not sure this is even legal.
It's not legal or illegal. It's just a condition of being in the group.
Since when?
Since we decided to start touring to high schools again. You guys are going to be up in front of impressionable kids, telling them about the dangers of drug and alcohol use. How's it going to look if one of them finds you on Snapster?
Leave it.
And you're sitting there with, a 45 and a blunt.
Just leave it.
You get my point.
Your fascist point.
No, just my point.
I don't see a non-fascist point.
Great. You have a problem.
Yes, I have a problem. A problem with infringement on personal freedoms. A problem with authoritarianism. A problem with someone telling me what I can and cannot put into my body via any opening.
Just your mouth in this case.
Or your nose. Nose candy.
Your mouth or your nose.
It's a matter of principle, Elise.
Oh, this is just like Dazed and Confused. Oh, Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused?
Another drug movie from the distant 90s. You wouldn't know it.
Oh, I have seen Dazed and Confused. They showed it at church, along with some very bloody driver's ed movies. For Scared Safe Night, it really shook us up.
I'm just impressed you've seen it.
I've seen it.
Me too.
Really?
McConaughey is my soul brother. I've seen everything he's done.
Me too. Except with Anthony Rapp.
Okay, so this is just like when Pink has to sign the drug-free contract to play football, but he doesn't want to because it's a matter of principle.
That wasn't the 90s, though. That was the 70s.
It was about the 70s. It was made in the 90s. McConaughey's in it. How old do you think he is?
McConaughey is eternal.
Oh, I don't need one.
Yukon, you do.
I'm only 18. I'm not old enough to drink.
Oh my God, you're adorable. Sign it.
Give me one of those bad NBs.
Excuse me?
Oh, NB? It's a non-binary term. Instead of saying boy or girl, you say NB. NB. Non-binary.
That's really cute, actually.
Don't let the hardcore punk non-binary kids hear you say that. Those riot NBs will stomp you.
So you don't have a problem with any of this?
I pretty much stopped drinking once I started transitioning. It messes with my hormones. Oh, hormones?
Are they recreational?
They're potentially procreational.
That's fine.
Elise, can I speak to you?
Sure. What's up?
You're asking something really personal. Can we talk privately?
You're right, Cassidy. I apologize. I should have done that. Everybody, hold on a minute. Anyone who has a problem with the contract, we can one-on-one this. Cassidy, you want to go first?
Thank you.
Go Go all the way back. You should have some privacy in the tunics.
I expected better from you.
I've got so many chemicals in my body already. I've got a perpetual high, and it's called being a dude.
I completely understand about drugs and drinking for the younger ones, but I'm 23.
I know. It's weird.
Daniel, our youth minister?
He's your boyfriend.
Daniel, our youth minister, is not allowed to date members
of the congregation. Go on.
Well, see, Daniel is a connoisseur of scotch. I mean, not to excess, of course, but he's teaching me. Saturday nights, we go to a nice bar, and he introduces me to 4 or 5 different brands or whatever.
4 or 5?
And he talks about the difference between them.
What does excess mean to you?
And you know, it really is so interesting. They really are different. Some burn more, some taste more like swamp.
So you have 4 or 5 scotches.
And then we go back to the church, and he takes me in the rectory.
Whoa.
And we talk about God and how nice cuddling would be. And it's a really sweet part of our perfectly appropriate relationship. The Taylors is important to me, but I don't want to lose that.
Danilo, do you have any reservations about signing that you want to talk about?
Nope.
There's a problem.
What's that?
See, I don't do anything to extremes. That's how I was raised. My parents believe in the golden mean. You know what that is?
Moderation, no extremes.
Right. Like in high school, I was friends with some straight edge kids, but my parents wouldn't let me hang out with them because they were so extreme.
Ah.
I dated a snowboarder for a while.
Too extreme.
One of the biggest fights my mom and I ever had was about Mountain Dew.
What's the problem, Gabby?
This contract. Never drink, never do drugs.
Ah, gotcha.
That's pretty extreme.
Yeah, you get that I'm serious about this, right? This isn't a contract. This is a contract.
Where do I sign?
Good talk, great. Is there something in there? Is that a tick?
I don't know.
Go. Back to the group. I feel very close to you. Not in a good way. All right, this turned into a much bigger deal than I thought it'd be. That's my fault. So, anyone who is comfortable signing the contract, you can give them to Beth. Everyone else, I will talk to Dean on Monday and see if there's anything we can do. But I suggest you take the weekend to think about it. If you can't do it, I understand, but we may not be able to use you. Give it some thought.
Elise, I didn't get a contract.
Oh, you don't need one.
Sorry?
You and me and Beth aren't on stage. It's just for performers. As far as this group is concerned, you can get as hammered as you want. Have a good weekend.
The guy's all signed.
Danilo signed without winking.
Oh, is that what that was?
You stay away from that boy.
But I don't drink.
You gave them a what? No. Undo. Control Z, Elise.
We always had a contract.
That was the 80s. It was a simpler time, a less litigious time.
You're worried about getting sued?
These kids aren't supposed to be drinking or doing drugs in the first place. Now, if we make them sign a contract saying that they won't drink or do drugs, someone can make a case that anyone who didn't sign the contract not to drink or do drugs has implicit permission to drink or do drugs. One of these kids comes down with one of our annual cases of alcohol poisoning, then the whole school's on the hook. In fact, here. If you get pushback from anyone, make him sign one of these immediately.
What's this?
It's a release indemnifying the college and stating that this entire thing is a fault of an incompetent faculty member.
You just have these?
You didn't make the lawyer one sign that thing, did you?
Cassidy? No, she was a holdout.
So it's only the Asian kid? That's okay. He's like 12. He won't be a problem. What?
Isn't that kind of racist?
Is he not Asian?
Yeah, he is.
Then it's not racist. In fact, you thinking it's racist is a little racist. Just as a rule of thumb, when someone from the same ethnic background says something, probably give it the benefit of the doubt. In the meantime, Control Z. Control Z.
Got it.
Z. Z.
All right.
Control.
Sorry about this.
Control. Okay.
So, forget about the contract.
Really?
Yeah, forget I even mentioned it. Drugs. Where were we?
It was so good. I understood what everyone was talking about. But then I threw up everywhere. I just need to close my eyes.
Sign this first.